To the village is far. We're speaking the truth, no matter who you are. Best is you. Stand up, the future is now. Not stories of old. Kings FM 88.5. It's that real talk time. Face the issues. We Abraham, God sent we, and commonly known as Teacher Light. Liberians, open your ears and listen every Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on 88.5 Kings FM. Truth on the airway, calling on me. The village is far. Speaking the truth, no matter who you are. Best is you. Stand up, the future is now. No stories of old. We teach a light on things that making voices be heard. Every question counts, every single word. Evening light breaking, people tuning in. Different voices calling, let the talk begin. From corruption talk to the people them cry. Asking real questions like why? Community voices, youth them rising strong. Mama them calling, saying things been wrong. We need solution, not every talk. Time to fix the system, time to take the walk. No fear, no favor, we're speaking it clear. The truth might be bitter, but the people must hear. From county to county, the message goes spread. Better Liberia, that's the road ahead. Face the issue, no hiding again. Truth on the airwaves, calling us citizens. From Liberia to the village is far. We're speaking the truth, no matter who you are. Face the issue, stand up people. The future is now, not stories of old. We teach a light on the radio, making voices be heard. Every question counts, every single word. Politicians talk, but the people want proof. No more empty promise, with a binding truth. Every patient on, yeah. Jobs for the youth. Let the leaders answer. Let them show the truth. From the 15 counties, every citizen matter, no one escapes. It's now we country. We all gotta say, face the issues now. No delay. Talk your mind. Stand your ground. Let the truth come out loud. Make it shake the town. Face the issues. No more silence. We bury our rising. Give it proud. Colin, speak up. Your voice matters. This is more than a show. It's a movement. It's that real talk time. Face the issues. We Abraham, God sent we, and commonly known as Teacher Light. Liberians, open your ears and listen every Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on 88.5 Kings FM. Truth on the airway, calling on me. From the village is far. We're speaking the truth, no matter who you are. Face the issue, stand up people. The future is now, not stories of old. We teach a light on things that mediate by making voices be heard. Every question counts, every single word. Evening light breaking, people tuning in. Different voices calling, let the talk begin. From corruption talk to the people them cry. Asking real questions like why? Community voices, youth them rising strong. Mama them calling, saying things been wrong. We need solution, not every talk. Time to fix the system, time to take a walk. No fear, no favor, we speaking it clear. The truth might be bitter, but the people must hear. From county to county, the message got spread. Better Liberia, that's the road ahead. Face the issue, no hiding again. Truth on the airwaves, calling us citizens. From Liberia to the villages far, we're speaking the truth, no matter who you are. Face the issue, stand up, people. The future is now, not stories of old. We teach a light on the radio, make your voices be heard. Every question counts, every single word. Politicians talk, but the people want proof. No more empty promise, we demand the truth. Every person's on, yeah. Jobs for the youth. Let the leaders answer, let them show the truth. From the 15 counties, every citizen matter, no one escapes. It's now the country, we all gotta say, face the issues now, no delay. Talk your mind, stand your ground. Let the truth come out loud, make it shake the town. Face the issue, no more silence. Liberia rising, making it proud. Call in, speak up, your voice matters. This is more than a show. It's a movement. It's that real talk time. Face the issue. We Abraham Godtent, we uncommonly known as Teacher Light. Liberians, open your ears and listen every Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on 88.5 Kings FM. Truth on the air, calling on me. From Morovia Street to the villages far. Speaking the truth, no matter who you are. Best issue, stand up, people. The future is now, not stories of old. We teach a light on things that mediate by making voices be heard. Every question counts, every single word. Evening light breaking, people tuning in. Different voices calling, let the talk begin. From corruption talk to the people them cry. Asking real questions like why? Community voices, youth them rising strong. Mama them calling, saying things been wrong. We need solution, not every talk. Time to fix the system, time to take a walk. No fear, no favor, we speaking it clear. The truth might be bitter, but the people must hear. From county to county, the message got spread. Better Liberia, that's the road ahead. Face the issue, no hiding again. truth on the airwaves, calling us citizens. From Liberia to the villages far, we're speaking the truth, no matter who you are. Face the issue, stand up, people. The future is now, not stories of old. We teach our light on the radio, make your voices be heard. Every question counts, every single word. Politicians talk, but the people want proof. No more empty promise, we demand the truth. Every patient on, yeah. Jobs for the youth. Let the leaders answer. Let them show the truth. From the 15 counties, every citizen matter, no one escapes. It's now a country. We all gotta say, face the issues now. Don't delay. Talk your mind. Stand your ground. Let the truth come out loud. Make it shake the town. Face the issues. No more silence. We bury our rising. Making it proud. Colin, speak up. Your voice matters. This is more than a show. It's a movement. It's that real talk time. Face the issues. We Abraham Godsent, we uncommonly known as Teacher Light. Liberians, open your ears and listen every Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on 88.5.
So, Liberia is in trouble. But I tell you this, I still repeat, if the president refuses to change, then the government is in trouble. The government, if you finish this government, let's thank God. Because as from next year, it's said to be fluctuating. And all the people that is in the government, they are liars. All of them. They don't know why they are there. They don't know what they are doing. They don't know the reason of staying in that system. They are just pushing the vehicle like this. They don't know where the vehicle, they don't know where it's going. So the forefathers of Liberia, they are in pains. It's very regrettable. Even the former president, Syphilis, is even regret having this person as a president. So that's just it. They believe that Dr. Ware is too much for Liberia. That is the man who have brought total transformation to Liberia. That is a man who will have turned Liberia to mini London or mini US. And he will have done it in the second term. They didn't understand. They are angry with him. They believe that he's against them. They believe that he doesn't like Liberians. That's what they believe. That's what they believe. Usually, Liberia will be zero in sports. Zero. In sports? Zero. Oh yeah, go to Nations Cup now. Go to Nations Cup. Let's see. Let me see you Nations Cup. Go to Nations Cup. I'll give $500,000. If you qualify for Nations Cup, I'll give your national team $500,000. I promise. Your national team, you are experiencing Liberia now. If you don't know, in 2 years' time, Liberia will be worse. Will be one of the worst country in the whole world. What I mean, worst country in the whole world. If Liberia will not protest against this government, tell me there is no God. If Liberia will not begin to cry, coming together to cry and said, we don't want you again, leave, resign, tell me there's no God, I will never serve God again. I am a prophet of God, and I'm talking as a prophet. Right. The hardship, you have not seen that ship now. In 2 years' time, you will see the hardest hardship you have never experienced. Liberia will drink dirty water, and they will be thanking God for drinking. That is the kind of president you have. This president does not have anything. He doesn't have any template. He doesn't have any roadmap for the nation. They just force him there. It was rigged election. Rigged election. It was forced on you people. It was forced to be president. So, and the people who connive to do all of this and put him there, right? US.
You mean US and United States?
United States. They are involved in this election. I am telling you, not politically, I am telling you spiritually what I foresaw. It was rigged. Totally rigged. And now they have seen it, that this person does not know anything. This person cannot help the nation. This person cannot put the nation right.
It's systematic erosion of democracy. Executive overreach and open disregard for our constitution. Lawlessness in the legislature, with the presidency turning a blind eye, even when the Assembly Hall of our democracy go up in flames. Security forces brutalizing peaceful citizens, while millions are being spent on so-called operations that offer no protection to ordinary Liberians. They said we were the problem, but now the Liberian people can see for themselves. The real problem is a unity party that is now in power. The time has come to speak the truth without fear. This government is failing, and Liberia is paying the price. For seditions, let us not lose hope. Even the longest night must give way to daylight. Even the strongest storm must pass. We are still standing, and we are still strong. We will not give up on Liberia. We will not give up on our people. And we will never give up on CDC. We are the party of the slums and the city. We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the protectors of the poor and the defender of their dreams. From New Town to Peaceville, from Buchanan to Bond Mines, from Sunny Quarter to Sastown, the CDC remains in the hearts of the people. This rally is a clear sign. We are reorganizing, we are preparing, we are coming back. I say to you, we are coming back. But in order to do that, we must build a strong, together we must fortify the one institution that can correct the failure of the Bouaka administration. And that institution is the Mate Coalition for Democratic Change. This is why I call on all of you today, not just to believe, but to act. Not just to hope, but to build. Let us invest in the movement that has invested in you. Let us pay our due so that the party remains financially and politically prepared. Your dues are more than money. They are a seed of commitment, a pledge of loyalty, and a symbol of hope. I'm so proud to launch this due payment campaign today because it means that you, the grassroots, You, the real owner of this party, are ready to step forward, take charge, and prepare for the future. As your political leader, I promise you this: we will not rest, we will not retreat, we will organize, mobilize, and energize until we reclaim the leadership of Liberia. But let us do it the CDC way, peacefully, lawfully, strategically, and respectfully. Because when our time comes and it will come, believe me, we must be ready not just to win, but to govern better. We must correct the wrongs, improve the system, and restore the dignity of the Liberian people. So let us unite, let us rise, let us believe, and let us build. And to all our young people, I say, stay focused, stay clean, stay strong. To our women, you are the backbone of this movement. Keep rising. To our elders, your wisdom is still needed. Stay with us. And to our opponent, we see the failure, and we are coming to face it. Again, as a great Nelson Mandela quote, it's always impossible till it comes. Unquote. The party is alive, strong, and mighty. The revolution shall continue. They believe we will get to death. The future is not beyond us. The future is still ahead. And together, we will get there. And so, I want to close with this advice. Wait well. Liberia will call on you to be. And therefore, be prepared to win again and lead again. Remember, we are the common people. So let us all unite for the betterment of our country.
And that's what you saw today. In the rain, go to have your program and be peaceful. Enjoy yourselves. Be together, recalibrate, give the people confidence. And Liberians are there. You have to stand Liberians that believe that we were the right group. Yes, I'm not saying that everything was roses. No, but we fought for this country in the midst of pandemic. Liberia shine in the among the population. So what are we talking about? The disrespect to our citizens is wrong. Wrong. Respect the law. I did not bring 10 jobs. We met it. The Unity Party is left with us. And we respect that. So what's going on? Because anytime our 10 jobs and you want to break it because you are not happy, is that what he's saying to us? Because it's 10 jobs, I didn't do it. I respected the laws of the republic. And also, thank you for this time, for giving the opportunity. But there will be a time when we hope that our people realize that we made a mistake. We made a mistake. We're in a new era, and they send us back to the old era.
And let me say, what's up to all of you in the new era and they're sending us back to the old era. What is that old era? Well, you know, I know, but I can say, and you can give yours answer to that. And it's right here on this very dial. Let me say, what a wonderful way to welcome you back to an interesting week of information and for education purpose. So we are right here together to do what we can for our country. And no matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. My name is Cyprian Godsent. This is how I like to welcome you to the program Face the Issues. On the program Face the Issues, we don't discuss personalities, nope, but issues involving personalities. There are instances, and of course, there could be the thin line between personality and issues. This is where people sometimes think we are discussing personalities because there's a thin line. And it takes a careful look, a careful scrutiny for you to know at what point we are discussing an issue and rather than a personality. All right, so we're right here on this very die and 88.5. So that's the frequency, and we're here together to do what we can for our country. And that's why you have joined us in tonight again, like you always do, so that we be able to keep ourselves up and running. It's very good. It's very good that indeed we are here together again. I know not all well in all instances, and it's obvious that that is life. Things will not always be well all time, but I think we can make it together. We can always just strive for the best. And instead of living, yes, we can say that indeed we are surviving in some instances, because there's a difference between living and surviving. Mhm. So you know the differences, or try to look for the differences. These days, you people have to answer some questions on your own, or solve some problems out on your own. So let me say, what's up to all of you. We are happy that we are here again to share with you those information that you already know about, but to throw light on them. That's why we are called Teacher Light. And so we draw you up to the real issues, and I take you away from personalities and then bring you up to the issues, because we must face the issues, because it is those very issues. Those are the very issues for which you will be going to the ballot box. So we need to prepare you, cook you with the issues. So I think we are grateful. We are grateful, and we are happy that at least we are together able to discuss the issues. I know politicians don't like what we do. They don't like for us to open your eyes, because for them, they are interested in seeing you dumbfounded, or interested in thinking that you are dumbfounded, which of course I know you are not. They are interested in seeing you in that way. That's why they will not improve anything. They will not improve anything. They will not talk about the issue about developing infrastructures aimed at designing programs, educational programs, literacy programs, those kind of things that will keep the citizens enlightened, to make them responsible citizens. They want you to live like that, because they always think about you of being an irresponsible citizen, meaning you can account for yourself. There's nothing you can do for yourself. So you always count on them. So leaving you in that state that they believe that you are in, which of course I know you are not in. You are not fool, because I have seen the number of changes you have done over the time. You are not fool. If you are fool, you are coming to lead in there over and over. No, but you haven't done that. If you look at the retention rate and at the legislature, it's not too encouraging. It's not too encouraging. Only a few persons can brag of being at the legislature since 2005 elections, right? Since 2005 elections. A few persons, very few. I think if you want to name people who have been at the legislature since 2005, you could be talking about the likes of Edwin Melvin Snow. He has been in the politics, and since 2005. We talk about Thomas Fowler. Yes, I think he's one of the guys who have been there. 18 years or so forth. Yeah, I don't just know, but they're just few. I'm just telling you, they are just few. So when it tells you that the people you think are fools, they are not fools. If you don't do what they need, they will remove you. They are not fools, and I know them too good. Yeah, I know them too good. I think Nukwe too. Yeah, Nukwe too could be another one. I think they just few. I mean, people who left, and though they may have come to the lower house, went to the Senate. So I'm just saying at the legislature. So I'm just putting it that way and saying at the legislature. Yeah. So it's they may have had entry through the they may have had entries through the lower house, and then subsequently they made their way to the upper house. Yeah. So yeah, just few. So it doesn't tell that so mumu in the country. No, we are not having people who are mumu. No, they are not mumu. It's just that these people just irresponsible and reckless, and they don't know how to maintain power. That's their problem. Yeah, Zoe Penner too. Thank you so much, Christopher Bernard. Yeah, Zoe Penner is one of the guys who have stayed long from a start. He has opened, I don't know whether, I think Prince Moy too. Yeah, Moy could. Yeah. I said just few. I mean, that's what I can't even, I can't even wrap my head around it. Just few, man. Just few. They're just few. And so it tells you, our people don't joke. They don't joke. If you don't do the right thing, they take you off. They are not joking around here. Very good people. They know what they want. When they put you there, they know why they put you there. There's nothing you can do to blindfold them. You can't do anything about that. Yeah. They are very, very smart, intelligent. Yeah. And they know exactly what they want. So I always thank them for their own level of smartness. So just few persons. So when it tells you that our lawmakers had expected that even the new breed of people will be very careful. Yeah, I had expected that long, that a new breed of people will be very careful. Our people have a way of aligning even the legislature with the executive and taking actions. So sometimes if you want to be free, take time who you get close to, because if they think that the executive is hurting them, our people, if they think that the executive is hurting them by performance, and you, the lawmaker, you are aligning with the executive, they don't in any way hesitate to bundle you out alongside the executive when they're ready for their change. They don't joke with that. They don't joke with that. So that's what I'm saying. Most recent time, most of our people, especially at the legislature, they are very careful. Very, very careful in making some decisions. They don't want to be seen in making some decisions. They're not able to come up openly to demonstrate or to express themselves, to say, yes, I am in support of this. They are always hiding themselves because they know there are consequential effects that will come from the ordinary citizens. So you go ask them, I don't know about this thing, they didn't take any decision, or you go there. So they're always doing it like that. That's why you see most of these things. Sometimes you will ask yourself the question, why is it most of these decisions the guys are taking, they always tell you say they get 49, but you can see that 49 express they're coming up. Someone will tell you, say, I never sound out to you. Why do you think they're doing it? Because they know what's going on is wrong, and they don't want to be seen with that, because they know that when they are seen with that, their constituents will hold it against them. So because of that, they stay away. So a lot of things are happening anyway. I will come to, in fact, not to come to it, but just to say something in passing, though I will come to it subsequently, but just to say something in passing, I just heard, in fact, when was it? Oh, it was on Sunday. So they said, Tifa said that he took about, how many? He said he took about 49 of the lawmakers or whatever it is. I said, is this more the problem? The 49 that can be expressing removing people, even when Joseph Walker went for put moon, they can't able to get a number. That 49 will have to show up now in this time, especially the 49 I know. You know what's happening at the legislature as we speak. Even people in the Unity Party, executives in the Unity Party, or people in the Unity Party government, they are becoming very careful nowadays to even align with their own government. Some of them, they are smartly withdrawing themselves into the height of politics they must have involved themselves with from the onset of the Unity Party government. They are very careful. I mean, people in Unity Party, some of them will call you, oh, AB, you know, you're involved with politics, blah, 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 here and there. You know, you're my brother, you this, that. Thank you so much for what you're doing for this country. They are very careful because they see how things are going. And I can tell you clearly that most of these lawmakers who have seen themselves aligned with the regime expressly in previous decisions, some of them are now giving it a second thought, not to start showing face because it will be a difficult thing for them. Or you think they are fools and you can go stay and say, oh yeah, we brought hope for the non-person. What is that? There's a guy around, I think District 3, because he had this network of combined people working with him, and they made him, I don't know, we one of the District 3, most of Rado County, yeah. So he went, John, the kind of backlash in getting from District 3, it's not easy. Because he made people to think that, oh yes, I'm an independent person, I'm working with everybody. So, citizens were divided when it came, they were not united, especially when it came to the legislative areas. So they would tell you, say they're supporting the other candidate, they're doing this here and there. So many of these guys benefited from it. So some of them have gotten out of the legislature now. Instead of them staying put, they want to change. Now, you see, this is what, our people in this country, some of them claim to be educated, but they are fools. So let me ask this question. If independence is that foundation on which you stood to come to power, what making you to change now? So you want to answer that question now. What making you to really change now? I don't get it. So you ask yourself the question, what making you to change? I don't get it. Because you'll be betraying the very people. It's not just what I call, but you'll be betraying the very people who are from the other political party who must have supported you. Do you really care about betrayal? Do you know that betrayal is a curse? So how do you get back to those people? How do they trust you again? Some of you will say that and say, oh yeah, they think that politics or whatever. It's not but just politics. Your integrity matters. People will have to respect you for who you are. You have to be just who you are. There are certain things you don't just let go easily. So if Abraham Williams left from here and I decided to be a mechanic, there are mechanic jargons I will use. But the issue about integrity is something that you have to carry forever, wherever. Lying not good. It's a general thing that any other profession, whether you enter anywhere, it's not just good. Tricking people is not just good. So what I said that I'm going to leave from here and I go here and say, no. People should just trust you. Right? So if you say, oh, Abby, you know that politics, right? So it doesn't matter whether you don't like John Brown, just speak to him. That one I can understand. But for you to tell me, say, Abby, though you not like John Brown, but John Brown and then be cursing people, is that something that I will buy into? No. If that is what politics calls for, I am not going to a business or running my integrity, my values, my principles. I can't. So yeah, the guy named is Moses Flomo. So the guy, you benefited from almost everyone else. Then you get got ready and said, no, I'm going on the other side now. I don't know. Sometimes you think. So let's agree that whatever it is, especially that district, but they can't joke there. That district, they can't joke. One of the districts that they can really take action on people, they don't joke with it. That's a district. Right? Then you hear Joma say, oh yeah, they are that Johnny, other put now, on the side now, all the kind of thing they me too. You're not right, though. Sometimes I try to help you people, to educate you people. Some of the decisions you make, you got to be very careful. You are always independent. What's the big deal about it? You can still maintain your independent status and then support government or critique government. That's what makes you independent. You should have a voice. You're not forced to join them. If the opposition brought up anything good, you join them at the legislature and not to join the opposition party. If the ruling establishment brought up something for the sake of those people from the ruling establishment who supported you, you support it. If the opposition want to store it or if they want to go against it, then you support it. You'll be serving all sides. You'll say, now only one people voted no. People from the CDC voted me, people from ANC voted me. So state's decision here and there, the other one will be on it. Let people respect you for that. What's the big deal about that? Oh gosh, this country. The guys are not smart. They claim to be educated, but sometimes their education, you tend to question it because just gaining education is not just enough, but the application of the education is what exposes, or is that thing that truly defines whether you are truly educated. It's application. And application has to do with output. What you get in you is not really defined when it is stay within you. What comes outside is what defines what is within you. Eh? That's it. What comes outside is what defines what's in you. So forget about it. Your parents can send you to Harvard University, they send you to London or whatever, whatever it is. That's what you acquire. Yes, let's agree you went to those schools and then you graduated from there. The education is within you. They will tell you, say, come pour it osana. What you pour osa is what will define you. It's what will tell us whether you are truly educated. Yeah. Oh, they say on a small mobile district, TD Mazuelo County. Then the other man, Flomo from Lac Grand Bassa County. Now I'm buying your Unity Party man already. Yeah, I think, yeah, something like that. Yeah, I think so. Right? Yeah. Like the yellow machine man, the all yellow man. Yeah, that one he's from the other side. Yeah. By the way, yeah. So for me, I just sometimes pass by to just share with you people. And it's good for you people. And I think, so people may not understand some of the things that they look at, but anyway, we are getting there. So how you doing? How's everything? How you been doing? How was the weekend with you people? It was very great and fantastic. This country, an interesting country. Sometimes I get a laugh when I see things happening. So too many things happen. First, there was an alarm about Ebola being in the country. And let me tell you something, my unfair, a candid position on that whole thing. I don't want to play the lady's voice who comes up in defense. These are the very Unity Party people who treating each other like this. Yeah. So for me, the health sector was already politicized. We tried to warn against it, and people look at us and they say, oh, we're talking for the CDC. No. There are certain professions that you just got to stay clear. And we tried our best to help people to stay clear of politics and do their work. And they didn't listen. But today they are feeling it. So the issue about the panicking, I had gone to a place, and a brother of mine and I met at one of the one of these restaurants, something. I had gone there. So we saw fleets of vehicles or ambulance, jeeps from the Ministry of Health passing with syringe, using the Conkertown back roads. And then they would, whoa. So this guy said, and immediately he said it, he said, these people are ready to trick people out of this Ebola thing again. So he myself was talking, and I said, yes, it's possible. You're right. He said, just watch out. The guys will come up with something about Ebola. They will make it work. They will try their best to make it work. They will bring Ebola here. Even if you're not here, they will bring it here. And as he was saying it, I was thinking about the situation involving the former Enfield boss, Chris Nya. When the entire health ministry or officials or health authorities, they all wanted so that he as Enfield boss to have made monkeypox to have been an imminent threat and danger that was existence as a sensitive threat. So they were saying, look, this thing is existing. This thing is existing. But he was saying, no, I'm a scientist. I know the level at which I can know that this thing has we at the threat level. I can. So they all were now formulating something so that they could go raise money. So if you give these people a chance, they will bring that Ebola thing, stop giving it to their Unity Party, medical or health worker, then to inject people away all over the place and start passing around, say Ebola now enter the country. It's possible. That's a virus, right? Yeah, that's a virus. Because that monkeypox thing, the way it happened, it was very surprising. Why they had to get problem with the man, why the man resisted some of the recommendations and here and there, the man said, no, I'm a scientist. I understand these things. I can't sit right here and tell you that this thing is at a serious level when I know that it's not. This is glaring, and you could see it clearly. I don't know why you people don't want to. So as he was saying it, so the weekend went forth, and it was on a Friday, I think so. Yeah. So on Saturday, I saw this voice box shared in various rooms where the lady is talking about how they just came from meeting, and look at it. My people, the lady they arrested. This is not about just mere propaganda. The lady was disseminating information she must have gathered. She said they were called to meeting. And they were told. You know, people from the onset saw it like, oh, because the minister. No, I told this guy. The very guy, I told him this. There is a strategy. They will create false alarm. The same government will come back to condemn. No, let me not say they will create false alarm. Let me put it this way, please. Let me put it this way. They will create an alarm. The same government as part of strategy. Because they know that people don't trust them. So the first thing that will come up, because they want to build credibility with the public, is to first come up with an alarm. That alarm that they themselves have prepared and procured and ready to put out, and they know that that is their game plan to do. They will come back to say that alarm that you heard here and there is false, so that you rebuild credibility that they will not lie. That's what they want. Then subsequently, the real thing that they plan to do will come. At that point, you will now trust them, so that you will say, oh, the government, the people that were lying, the government came and said I will lie. So they want the government talking now that true. That's what they are looking for, to build confidence. So they first start with deception. They redeem themselves out of that deception to make you to have credibility in them. Right? Then they will now bring the real one. Now, that lady was not giving information that's a lie. In fact, she has come up on what they call and said, look, it is somebody from within the system who started the whole thing. This person that gave us the present information. So why may you think they will just come out and just start talking about this, that, here, and that? Why? No, these people are very much unserious. Look, the Unity Party people, that was their game plan. It's like God just could have it for us as Liberians. We just got the whole thing fast. So the way it blew out, it has happened. It had happened. I remember during the course of last year, President Joseph Boakai had wanted to remove the neck boss. Last year or something like that. So when we blew the information, they came and said that it is false and misleading, because that's how people retract things that they want to do. They don't want anybody to put it out first. So if there's something that's a game plan, and then you just hash it fast, it's premature, it's not how they intend to put it out. It's not how they intend to put it out. They will withdraw it. That's the withdrawal strategy. What you saw them doing by arresting somebody, they are arresting the person not because the person lied. They are arresting the person because the person was fast to speak. Did the person just out of the blue moon or the blue sky, did they just made up information? No. The person said, no, I'll get my integrity. I'm not going to lie. This and this and that. This is it. But you see how they come out with all of these things there now. They look, God really love this country. Even as wicked as Joseph Boakai is, as terrible as he, these people, they want to inject us with Ebola virus in this country here because they want to raise money. But you can see how the people looking for money everywhere. They think the only thing, and they told you say NGOs will come back to the country. Now what they told you? Oh, the time they were running the campaign when they were telling you, say, well, make sure NGOs come back to the country. Did you ask them how the NGOs will come back? Did you first ask them, under what condition was the NGO here? And the very conditions and the existing conditions were they stay present under we are administration for which the NGO decided to abandon and leave? No. Those conditions were no longer non-existent, were not existence. Now, since they left, and then they were running campaign to say the NGO then left. How do you think the NGO then were going to come back if the existing conditions that must have necessitated the presence of the NGO was not in existence? How do you think you were going to work? You were asking yourself a question when the people were passing around running campaign to say, oh, we'll make the NGO then to come back. You know what happened? Oh, you didn't know that for the NGOs to come back, something must happen. Did people not know for the NGOs to come back? Didn't you know that something must happen to bring the NGOs back? Or what that brought them first, it still need to exist for them to come back. You already know. United Party will bring the NGOs back. The NGOs don't just go to places, they go to manage crisis. These guys are hungry. They can't manage the economy. The biggest NGO box or the chunk or that was in this country was the USAID. That thing affecting them bad way. So how do they do it? They want to make sure they bring viruses. Look, you don't worry. That thing is just and among the posts they wanted to start with. They went and hear about Ebola somewhere. I'm not saying, no, listen to me and get me well. I'm not saying that it is not possible because we travel all over the world. People travel from place to place, interacting with people. I'm not saying that it is not possible that Ebola able to enter Liberia as a result of people making travels and the government having nothing to do with it. I'm not saying that. I'm not equally saying that were the government to subsequently come up and say Ebola in the country, you should say that lie. I'm not saying that. What I am saying, and which I am continuing to say, is your government. All your government is praying for, is craving for, is crisis. So that the crisis managers can return to the country. The crisis managers are the NGOs. The government is noted for living on life support. For 12 years, United Party were living on life support from the NGO. The NGO sector on mail. The moment those people left, that was when George Weah came in. George Weah managed an economy that we needed to birth our own. We needed to release our own air. We needed to be breathing by ourselves. They took all the oxygen. George Weah took over when the entire oxygen that we're depending on to survive, it left. All mail gone. NGOs left. I think even in the health sector, there was a huge withdrawal of the very USAID. The USAID withdrew its health component when we had took over. So the entire oxygen that Ellen, the Joseph Boakai then was surviving on, it was pulled out before we came. Now we are needed to what? We needed to use our own breathing, our own air to breathe. You don't need oxygen there now. The oxygen was pulled out already. That was the moment. We manage it on our own. We are left. The United Party cannot survive on their own. So they must bring back the oxygen. How do they bring back the oxygen? Bad governance. Make the country look unstable. Lead us to crisis. Because these are crisis beneficiaries. They only benefit or run government on crisis. They survive on crisis. Because when they are in crisis, that's when people will come in. Let me tell you something. I remember doing those days when I was a kid. My mother, the food business here, we used to leg it too much. And this food business, anytime you're sick, at the time you will get the best attention from your parents. So sometimes we used to even pretend like we are sick. And my old man and they used to jab. In fact, at the time my father, even when he eating, because he wants me happy, and I acting like I'm sick or I am sick. So even when he eating, even if I'm eating my own, and then he comes from work, and then you see me lying down here and there, he said, can't eat again. So if it's out of food, I will go and eat some again. Because at that point, I am looking for situation, because that's when I will get attention. Right? So we used to sometimes say we said, because when you say at the time, they would say, what do you want to eat? That kind of question will be asking. I want potato grain. I want potato grain. I want potato grains. That's what. So when you want potato grain, so now they will tell you, say, what do you want to eat? I'm gonna go for duma for you. I'm gonna go for fufu for you. I'm gonna go for. Then you say, yeah, I want fufu. I want this, that. All that are just technique. Because in fact, to the extent that sometimes you don't want to get well, but again, you got to get well, bounce back on your feet, because you can't continue like that. Because so now they will subject you to hospital business, and the injection can want make you to get well quick. Yeah. So that's how Unity Party is. They think that they can only get development partners' attentions if there's a crisis. Yeah. So how Unity Party know that? They can't survive. Look, these people, they always survive on crisis. That's all. So they will create one. If it is not created, they will even want to import it. Yeah. But most times, these are things that happen. And for me, I ask you people all the time. People may not be able to understand some of the things. But God is wonderful. So on that whole thing, yeah, that they made a ghetto tour, all kinds of way. The only thing I found up inside, which of course I'm aware of, which of course I know is it, is the mere fact that who was they saying no sign or whatever it is from where the online. Yeah, please check, man. I think these people are talking things that shouldn't be. Right. So that's it. Yeah. So that's it. So let me come to the next issues, which of course are very much important as well. So on our other issue, let's just forget about it. So over the weekend, people how they call the guys, Thomas Fala in his group. It's called Nemo, right? Yeah, Nemo. All right. So I was passing by in the evening hours, and I just saw a few groups. And like I told you people the last time, Thomas Fala is aware when they say, stop. I come and take this. I know TN Dixon person from the class. I think a distraction they ought for. I come and take the person off. Don't worry. They come and go. They come and go just now. Don't worry about the sound issue. I come and take that person off. Now, misinformation we don't take on the show here. If you want to be a distraction to the class, yeah, we take you off. That's what we do. Yeah, please. So you gotta just respect yourself. So when I told you people that the numbers don't speak to who really and what really Thomas Fala is, and I was asking our Unity Party friends, I said that today you're saying, oh, Thomas Fala did a show. So when Thomas Fala did a show against DeLong, what happened? And he said, oh, that time at different times. I say, you see that? Huh? So when it comes to you people, then normal game is real. When it comes to other people, then normal game is not real. Sometimes you just take them back to shut up something that they can just take them back. Don't tell them foul. Just say the same Thomas Fala here. And you're saying you were passing around, guy here and there. What did they don't do to him? They don't flock him one way. You know what I said? Why did they don't come from opposition? They seen Thomas Fala today, he raising up numbers. Where Thomas Fala number is directed is what? Ruling establishment. And where are we now? Opposition. What will happen to Thomas Farah? They will flog him again. So you see, these are analyses that you just render and then you just leave them with it. Just simple. So I just jab the person like that. I just look at it and then just jab the person with that and we'll do analysis. I just ask. I say, why am I put on the more again? What did they don't do to him? They don't flog him back with. I say, okay. Why? Hey, bro, good t-shirt, quality t-shirt, blah blah blah. Yeah, they don't flog him. I say, oh, okay, good. And at that time, they don't was in what? They don't was in opposition. Okay. So today, where is Thomas Farah? Thomas Farah is not in opposition. What did Thomas Farah do again? The same old thing. Thomas Farah now put together another group again and say that group, I forget it. This time, I want to go, but he said to support Joseph Parker, especially for Lofa County. Because in that nationwide thing, that not for no. People may not understand it. Tifa has to do what he's doing. Whatever he is saying, whatever he is doing, talking about the entire Lofa County, we have heard that before. Tifa is not the only son of Lofa County. That's a disrespect to his colleagues, to people who hail from the Lofa County, and of course from the CDC. The same way CDC empowered T5 and made Lofa County to be a CDC county, that the same way CDC able to empower another Lufian from Lofa County. CDC, T5 were not T5 because of T5. You don't make us talk. You don't make us talk. There are some candidates who ran in Lofa County, and because CDC trusted T5. You see, this is what people don't understand. And I think CDC should learn their lessons well. They think about looking at whole county and then giving it to one man, say that man will decide who gets there, who get what. That's what making T5 frisky today. Sorry to what they call anything minimal. The Julie, all the people you saw supporting T5 from Lofa County, supporting T5 from Lofa County, or joining T5 and disrespecting the party from Lofa County during the Fonati Kofa removal. Those were people that the CDC, George Weah, Jefferson Koji, all of them, they decided to tell CT5 to have what vetted those people, the Julie Fatu Weah, or my friend, brother, Poto, yeah, Poto. All those people, I was in Lofa County with T5, I know. All those people, they could not make it in Lofa because I said they passed through. So T5 was like the Jesus Christ, that no one gets to the Father except through me. So T5, nobody could find themselves at the heart of CDC without T5. Even Moses Flomo. Is it Moses Flomo? Yeah. The guy who contended the senator. All of them, they used to go to T5. All of them, they used to, because CDC decided to channel all the support to T5. Whatever T5 said in Lofa County is what CDC followed. Yeah. So every other thing there, that is why it is. I was in Lofa County. I know about that whole thing. I know about the whole thing. I know about the whole structure of the CDC. It was heavily dependent on T5. T5, whatever T5 would decide, that's it. The CDC decided to cut off Lofa County and donated the entire Lofa County to CDC. To T5. They cut it off and then gave it to T5. So T5 was doing almost everything. So that's why you saw the disrespect that was shown to George Weah during the Fonati Kofa removal. That's why you saw the batch of people from Lofa County. All of them went T5 because it was T5 that made it. Moses Colley, right? Yeah, Moses Colley. Yeah. So what is strange? The only thing T5 was not successful in is there are some guys who were in the party structure, especially the leadership role of the party, in other parts of Lofa County that T5 did not personally make because they were already there and they decided to support T5. For them, they are always there. So that thing that Unity Party, the whole CDC structure. In fact, let me call my man and say, let him can talk. I think I told him that I'm going to call him. Yeah. Yeah? I told him that I'm going to call him. That thing that you're talking, the whole CDC leadership, what they call. I say, what kind of team, what kind of deception? The same way they lied that, oh, 49 lawmakers, they don't judge Joseph Boakai. I say, look at the one, like ghost lawmakers. You want for all to pull the jury, yeah? Call them or say, you support, you have to put your hand up. I challenge you. They will not get that 49. I challenge you. So lies, so trick. No, this thing, anyway, we're getting there. But you see, this country is an interesting country. But let me get to my man Akwe. Let me try on this line first and see if it works with us. I want to get to him. This man is very strong in Lofa County. Let's hear him because he came up and said that all the things the people talking of la la la. So I just want to hear from him. Then I will come to that Tifa or something there. Then I think we can continue from there. So let me see. Where do I get this from? Okay. I think we are getting there. Hello.
Hello, good evening, AB. How are you?
I just try. I'm not getting you. Hey, call back. What's up?
I'm okay, my man. My man, I'm okay.
What man? You trending? Okay. You trending by way?
Yeah, you know when you maintain your integrity and stand for something, you always be like that.
Wow, I trust that.
Yeah.
So, Koloba, I called you up because it's obvious that I call you. You're a friend or brother, and I've been following your activities in Lofa County. You have been one of the supporters, and of course, one of the strong heads of the CDC, both in the media and so forth, doing almost everything, and I'm making sure that it works for the CDC. First of all, I was just trying to give my own analogy about the CDC, the mistake the CDC must have made in this deciding to allow CDC to determine the legislative seats. Let me say T5 to determine the legislative seats, and that play out against the CDC in the Fonatico fast removal. But I said, again, the CDC has some base, especially the party structure and leadership. There were people who were already there, and despite T5 being there, and they were people who were just believe in the development of in the promotion of transparency and accountability. Yesterday there was a program held, the NIMBO program, the Independent Movement for the Support of Boakai. I don't know whatever it is, but they said that the entire Lofa County had fallen. A guy read a speech, and of course saying that was the CDC's county leadership entirely that indeed had fallen until you came up with your release. Tell us what happened.
You know, yesterday I've been following since the whole thing started because there have been some move in the communities. People have been all in the communities. In fact, first day was it in December when Tifa officially launched that movement in Vonjama.
Okay.
He had called all of the physicians and told them, look, if anybody call me, so can you come there? I say, yeah, on my way anyway. So we have called them and told them, look, gentlemen, I'm leaving. I'm going to a new organization I'm going to form. So it's better that you follow me to protect your job. Okay. Yeah. By the time I got there, the meeting had just finished and we sat down. You know, Tifa is a very good friend of mine. We sat down, we had a conversation and stuff like that. But I told you I was clear. I said, Chief, I am now going. I am not going. There was some citizen who left from there in anger. Someone else said, no, for us, we're not going. And many of them said they were not going. Many of them. Okay. And yes, many of them. And you should know now that to the extent I've been one of the most influential persons in the country right now from the CDC side. Okay. That I left behind, you should know the kind of pressure. I mean, I've been honored. Oh, my man, you can do this. If I think not doing this, I told them I was clear with them. I said, first, I did not come to CDC for money business. If I come to CDC for money business, I won't be making $700. You're right. I won't be making $700. Then when they come and pay, I get $418 with $28. Then I'm what I came there for. I came there because I've had love for the party. And be your coach, I can tell you pretty blank. He didn't bring me to CDC. I told you, even if you leave me, the day maybe you're ready to go, I will not go with you until I decide to go. And okay, we as the chief. Right now, I don't want to do that. I can't. Because so many people depend on me as a leader. So I can't. So some of those guys who left from there, they were angry like Kofa, the rest of the guys, there were many of them, they left. But among them, only 4. In fact, the other guy called Zimbabwe was even there.
Okay.
They only recruited Zimbabwe Lami to town, to Konya. They only called Lami to town to Konya. Because Zimbabwe had been serving as the ZRTT art director. But when the Unity Party came there, they removed him. And then he retired. He out of retirement, any retirement, he had been a village. So they went there convincing and talking, he brought some people from Konya there. But I said, I wouldn't go. And we have many of them. Even so far, it is 7 days are published on my page. So far, only 4 are on the executive committee. The other they call Justice Kerry and every part of the executive committee on no leadership. And the rest of the guys from LPDP. So as I'm shocked that you say all of the citizens. And you have only 4 persons from the executive committee that said they're going to resign. And Joy Farah, who is or who was the chairman for the party, brother, you don't expect Joy Farah to be with the CDC when he has almost all of the project in Dofa for Honorable Farah.
Okay.
And it was Honorable Farah who helped me in there. You know that. You went there before you saw that. So we expected him to, in fact, to our left ever say anyway. So we wouldn't say 3 like Fokpa Jala, Zuba Agre, and Jebo. These were the only 3 guys that actually left.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody said, look, we're not going. Because the point is that in our place, the Unity Partisans are very aggressive. They don't want anybody getting near them. So I told them the first question I asked them, but Chief, if I decide to leave, what am I going to tell my people? We lost 2 of our colleagues in 4 years. 2. Trying to fight against what you want us to go against today. And what am I going to tell the people? Those guys died because of their business, because trying to protect you, they die. So I'm not going to tell people, say, the those guys who died, they died in vain. I said, no, Chief, me, I can't do that. And I'm gone. They will give me money while I'm not. I said, no, Chief. My integrity is more than money. Okay, so when I heard it, I said, the whole of Lofa, that's how I came. I said, no, you can't say that, Chief. The coordinator for Lofa, for Vontima district, with the exception, in fact, all of the district with the exception of 4 years, all of them, even if I will say intact, everybody, all of them, all of the coordinators for Vontima district, all the coordinators in Lofa for the CDC. And don't forget, we are almost putting to the 40,000. And what shocked me most, people believe me, our Unity Party folks so much believe that Honorable Farah was a ghost campaigner, that he was everywhere. That's not true. Honorable, when CDC defeated the Unity Party, you talk to Sekou Kole, you talk about Mariam Fofana, you talk about Mawata Kamara. These were the people who were in that place. And they made sure the vote turned around. You talk about Jesse Kobe. You talk about Benedict Kolba. That is also. I mean, some of them are based with 40 you marry. And we don't have got there. We have to recruit people from Vontima to even go for to go vote for Thomas Farah. He can't deny that. He can't deny that. People keep from Kolau. We trust them to go there and go register there. That is the fight. Wow. And we know how he got there. So for him to say that he controls, the 37%, I don't know where he told that from. You told somebody, I say the person who you can certificate for actually changing the result in Vontima to be Major Kochi. Because it was Major Kochi who brought Honorable Farah into Lofa to contest. And Major Kochi supported most of the Azari in that place. In fact, we were the first group of people that funded what we call Lofa for we are 2023 before it started going Grand Bazaar, when Grand G, the other places. We were the first group of people that created it. So for Honorable Farah to say that he owned Lofa, that pains me. That pains me. Even the guy who read the petition statement, the member for LPDP, Now it been month today. I saw them. They call me, oh my man, we on the empty bottle. Went back home and say, you see how you're messing yourself up. Yeah, I just don't have to see why you're messing yourself up. Some of them, they're protecting their job. I understand. And we talk. Because they be threatening. But for me, Chief, I told them, you want to take your job, you can take it. You can take it. The fact that I'm not bringing my political, ideology to my working place. After work, I do what I want to do. And you just tell me for doing that. I stayed for the CDC. And today, after 20 years in the media, I sat down because I want my party. I want to sell my party. They even attempted to, I even caught on my, last year. The people wanted to even cut down, I got a high school in Vonjama.
Mm-hmm.
No, call it, they want to even take the house. They want to take the 12 away from there. But guess what? My school had a higher number of students that every part math and English. I mean, I only came, let me tell you today, I came to can you imagine, they put transfer me from over there, I think you know that story, to bring me away here to Sakrepi. I accepted it because most of my unity party called to me, my man, if you don't go, they want to go to your school too as well. They're going to do that. And I came. But the point is that I have decided, look, Eddie, what Tifa said, let me let the public know there'll be different narrative. The first thing Tifa will understand, he has no Emma beside our personal play bill to the breach. Nobody know, I mean, you want to pass through and go to fire. You want to pass through and go to fire. And you see that there are pretty close to 70 employees that were issued green letter from the president. And less than 6% from Vonjama District, Kwanibode, Salary and Zoso, the rest of it from Kulawe and Foya. Kulawe and Foya. All of the development activities are based in Foya. The $10 million project, based in Foya. The street pavement, based in Foya. And can you imagine the president jump over Salary, Zoso, Konya, Vonjama, Kulawe, and even jump over Foya to go start from the polo, when they come out polo, to come to what Vonjama. Meaning, he knows very well that probably he might not be re-elected, but after the quota will be Foya. Smart move. So then you accept us, especially the lawmans, the parents, angry. They say you control us. What is that? Madingo people, they're angry too. They're angry. Everything is for you. Then you say you in Lofa, we are plenty, but this we're going to put on a strength involvement. We're going to have a press conference and put on a strength involvement. Let people see the number. Let us see the number of that.
Wow. We
got 40,000 people. We got pretty good to 40, over 40,000 people that voted for CDC in Lofa. Then you tell us, say you control us. Tifa, I think that James will be saying that. Or maybe Senator Momosa also be saying that. Because it cuts across the country. You are concerned, Jara. From Kolau. He has not left CDC. He had meeting with the CDC yesterday in Baltimore. He was not even for even Judy is still trying. If I thought the one that did my man, we're trying to see how bad we can go back to appeal to the CDC. Then you tell us that you Lofa. I mean, it's not to us.
But Koloba, with all being said by you, Liberians are listening. Though we know Lofa, yes, Lofa may be Lofa. Lofa was Lofa when George Weah clinched the presidency against Joseph Yumabuakai. So we don't want to go that route and that much. But again, with the kind of strength that you're talking about, I just need the sincere nature of this whole thing that you, Koloba Akwe, the rest of the other team. There was an announcement that was published by Benedict Koloba about the United Loma people or so forth.
Yeah, Loma and Pele people, yes.
Yeah, the Loma and Pele people, they were calling for a meeting, especially, and they are raising concerns. The reason I'm bringing it up because you just talk about concentrated developments all toward Foya Belt, and then not in all the other districts, Kwani Boni and the rest of the other districts, Kolaon and so forth. And instead of the president even launching or breaking grounds from Vonjema to the Menikoma Bolo. He's starting from Menikoma all the way from there. And this is it. It also validates or confirms what you just said, that all of the president activity is concentrated towards Foya. Now, with that being said, do you think the Loma, the Pele, we got the Kisi, let's leave there. The Loma, the Pele, and that of the Mandingo and other tribes, with the exception of the Keys, do you think they are very much unhappy with how Joseph Boakai is proceeding, especially after what they did, thinking that it was going to be all Lofa affairs?
If I, he said something. He said he flew to Lofa because his nephew and his going to be stopping on the road.
He said, go
down with the people. He said why he flew to Foya was because if he have come by road, his nephew, that is the parent, the Loma Manigo, will be stopping on the highway.
That's
what he said.
Okay, I will need that recording. I want
that's what he said. He said he will be stopped if I video German the rest of the couple said. He said they didn't make it a came over my plane because my nieces and my nephew will be stopping me on the highway. And I told him I can't go this time because I'm going to get a whole paper load of goat and chicken. I mean, what I'm saying, brother, the people, but you saw the same when the president came to Vonjema, you saw the crowd, the normal people refused to turn up. You didn't see it? You see they said, oh, the place empty. And then when we announced already that night we said, President, why you see the people was because the people are angry with you. So money, the spokesperson, Kula Fofana ran to our station to go cry up, say, oh, the president say he didn't want so much people gonna go there and farm and all that. My man had to the people are not happy that what they put it turn up. They put it turn up. Like you say, the president say he didn't want much people to turn up. They put a brother between you and myself. Go in the district, you see. You saw the prayer released by the Loma and the Pele people.
Wow.
Loma and the Pele people.
But these are challenging times. I think it's a red flag. And if the Kisi Kingdom is benefiting and T5 is from the Kisi Kingdom, and I don't know how does he go out there to the rest of the other tribes to really preach a message in which his own kingdom is one of benefiting from all Lofa effort. How does T5 fit in? How does he cut across to preach that message?
That's the question I need to answer. That's the question. Ask him whether have you talked to Luyama or every Konya or Zozo or Saraye to even get there and walk and speak to the people. Ask him one question. Maybe when I appear or so, but ask him ever you ever done that. Ask him. Mama, it's painful. People say, oh, we call back Akweda wants to no, Chief. I told people today, if President Bucket fails to deliver to Lofa, tomorrow everybody will be blamed. They will not say because the member for Unity Party or the member for this, they will say Lofien. That is our push. Why would you want to leave the road that President we are signed for where just in Saraye? To leave a job and go really more than 100 miles to go start from the point. And we've been raising the issue, the digital village. Almost all of the villages supposed to be connected by internet in Foya. Yeah. What about other places? They are paving a football there. They are building a football stadium there in Foya.
Wow.
Yes. He broke ground when he went in December. He got own radio station, the radio deal. It's there. Tell me, and they paving the street in Foya. The 10 million march.
But that Foya street pavement started on a Weir administration.
It started. But now they want to do it like they're removing the concrete and put Mikota there.
They won't remove anything that resembles Weir. They won't put the real thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And the surprising part about T5 is that humanity will be contested.
Okay.
If you see these guys are pushing for additional seats so they can take one more seat and turn to the Foya so that humanity and T5 can just go on Omole Wale Pale. But humanity is contesting. And that is the 45 is on. And you think Poto, who have been expelled, that are running all over the place, can we come in that district without the badge of CDC? Without the badge of CDC, brother? That's not possible. No, if I tell you CDC is much stronger, we know that we can't win Joseph Boakai in Lofa. That it won't. Yeah, you can't win Dogwa in Kwaku. But we will reduce the number.
Fair enough.
We will call it down. Last of what 42,000. First time in history. And we'll make it anywhere about that. I can promise you that. I can promise you that. And that's the fear. And I told the old man, now I told the auto you think why you talk to the president, they believe you? They believe you? One village and go to the people just in a local in. The people have now realized that being nephew is not being slave. Because what the people is going to be. You can everything and say you're way small. How can you say 2027 first quarter the groundbreaking for Sarai to Konya will begin? Oh, but now you're doing it already. If it's time already, going on already. That's terrible. So what if I say the people see? The people say like Moray and say, if you Tifa that hey, go sit down there. You will see the different result. Tifa said, CDC all of that over. I'm telling you that those 5 people are posted. Let you quiet about let anybody come on, send their posted. Have you seen anybody come on to say resign? Have you seen on that come on?
No. I think
none of them.
Yeah, that was a great part. But Kolba, I'm more interested in what Joseph Boakai must have said. Though I didn't follow the entire video concerning his activities because I've been busy on other issues. Normally, you know, people who travel, especially when presidents are going, you want to pay courtesy, you want to pay respect to people who may not have seen you for a great deal of time. And if the president had traveled through the road, using the road, and then exiting through flights or whatever it is, I think that would be more respectable. And of course, that is it. But for him to have said that he didn't travel using the road because he never will stop him, is that not what is called for? Normally, if you put somebody in power or whatever it is, greeting your nephew, because it's stopping is not just about ordinary stopping. It's about greeting.
Yeah.
It's about salutations.
Yeah. Maybe one thing, people trust me. All through the campaign, I don't lie to people. Or why I don't know, I don't say it. Why I'm not verified. The only may not, only may I see anybody will never say they may lie. I'm not perfect though.
Okay.
I'm not allowing the president. That's what he said. I think Julia Jetta said it. Other people said it. All what the recordings are there. He said, while I flew, it will become my nephew will be stopping me. Can you imagine that? That is so the next day he come in, trust me. He come in and wrote for that house. Or they are going to put your order, but not about paper. And we echo it to the people. That's what we're there for. Why you say we echo it?
Okay.
And we explain to the people in Dallas, yes. And when your uncle say you okay, get your heart down when you come in.
But why are I giving it for the heart down when you pass me? You only Koluba, eh? And I see where you get Koluba giving it. You only Koluba, then you're giving Joseph Boakai heart down.
No, the point is that we are just, I don't know whether our people that need that something behind it. Boldness, straightforwardness.
Koluba, eh?
And that one, yes, that one made Jefferson Koji different for all of them. When Jefferson Koji used to travel to Lofa, he will start from the bridge. He will stop in Sarai. Maybe probably you say that. People have some time, make something, discuss on the day, he got his also. So that Jefferson Koji will take like 3 days before he even marry with Vonjama. On the day, guys, when Tifa starts today, he's straight to Foya the same day. The only thing that make it fast stopping now again now because he had built a place around Vonjam and that Nemo office and he paid a residential area there.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. So the old man saying that with the nephew, because when you come in, you see traditional, you see the women there with lapa and folk clothes and say, oh, we pregnant, oh, what do they want to do?
That's no money.
I'm monitoring. $100 Liberty say go to them. They say my husband give me full money to do. $50. Liberty go to them. $20 Liberty go to them. Say
yeah, you're right. That's just the tradition. Yeah.
That's the tradition. It's not about money. It's so.
No, but besides that, Koroba, you're 100%. For all the years, in fact, until we went to Lofa County and decided to shift the views or the opinions or the thought processes of our people from traditional politics to development politics, Joseph Boakai then always, they never used to give the people back anything, but used to vote them. So they don't need anything from them. That's Lofa County for you. All they know is my son a B-man, my son a president, our son a this, that. I think that's just all. It's not about you're right.
Take exactly so. So that's why I said that I told somebody I think, but it was good idea people keep their goats. And I think all and plenty they will keep it because when the president starts in a village, you see people want to be actually go to Jaka and present as a gift to them. Oh, our husband here to know, our husband here today to look with deliver, maybe tell me, maybe found out about it, get to them, the whole type of thing. That's all. But to have come up in a kind of loving program and say, why you flew, it was because the nephew of you get out on the highway. Well, my man Paul landed the highway.
That's the laudable hard time any president looking for. Anybody who want that kind of hard time. Even if we are want that kind of hard time. Let's go assemble.
Hard time, yeah. Some of the highway, your people. And I want no usually when Joe we have to try and we really to enjoy trying to take up we do palm on the road, your soldier and your security will drink, all of will drink and do have Fanta and then continue the journey. That's looking at that.
Wow.
And brother, the people now realize that Georgia who was no part of our culture, Lord Lufia, any more than we who that claim to be part of the culture. John we actually are taking the role to carry the ground crew. Nobody want to question him, but chose to be the role for order to call. And you just told after the king what it took them 2 months from calling to Sarai. Because the whole world almost finished. 2 months to get me to Sarai. 2 months to get me to Sarai. But things are changing. If we can be brave, 2017, you could not be brave to stay in Vonjama and say before CDC, but no, brother. No.
Even on Joseph Boakai's Unity Party?
The women, the market women, and say carrying a lapad in the market. The CDC lapad and say trying to win the market. The funny is that before embarrassed right now, what they expected to have happened has not happened. So the CDC are happy. Say, okay, we told you that there will be no law in the market. You didn't pay the CDC time when you put the money, said our money will eat it. Now the money not really coming. No law in the market, nothing coming again. President can pass the go straight to fire. All of the officials will come and pass. In fact, when the can be hiding. Show me, since the president came to power, the media have not had the opportunity to have any one press conference from the minister in our country. Quote me, ask them about it. You go there, I mean, that had the ruler radio station survive. That is survive. At least you come around, you hear them, they show you the problem, you buy them one day transmitter, buy them chair, buy them data, how they survive. But one of them, they got to show up, brother. They don't show up.
Wow.
They don't show up.
But if Nemo does not have strength in Lofa County, which obviously I had expected it to be its original base to have the strength, because cutting across it will be a bit difficult thing. The name Boakai is not a Boakai. The name Boakai does not cut across the country. the name Bwaka is only Bwaka in Foya. That's what I'm understanding. Not even the entire Lofa County, because from what Bwaka is doing so far. But the issue about the issue about the legs of this Lofa County Senator Steve Zago and the rest of the other folks, is it playing out among the Loma people as to how and why Zago is still exercised or so forth? Are those things playing out as well?
In fact, there where we elevated the argument. You say you dismiss the man because the man failed to arrest Sametua. Now Sametua going to court and beat you. If Sametua going to court and beat you, then why don't you reinstate Zago there? That means run Zago. You run the man. You run the man.
Okay.
And then you brought in somebody, you say the man is on Lofa. The man will not be to a woman for almost 10 years. Even when the president comes, he doesn't even follow the president, the president chief. He doesn't come in the country. And you tell her, and that is the disappointment the Loma folk have right now. Brother. That is the disappointment we have right now. Imagine, in 4 years, you have less than 1,300 votes between CDC and the United Party in 4 years. As compared to Voitima District. Voitima District was almost 20,000 different. But instead, the 4 year people are enjoying more than the Loma people are angry. Brother, I think so the press release, the people are angry. And the people just quiet, just sitting down. Let them go and vote trumpet tomorrow, have a meeting there. Let the people come. Let them see it. What I'm saying, I told people, for me, I told people, not me. I think they want to do it is better, but you know how many people depend on us? Imagine my school. It's a cheaper private school you can find in the whole country there. Imagine 12 people paying $9,000. And depending on some of our county officials, some of the CDC men to help me pay some of those students' school fees. But these days, the men can't even afford to go there. They can't even afford to pay $9,000. They can't even afford to pay $9,000. That's how difficult things are. That's difficult things are. So it's actually a Zago issue. It's an issue that will fund them 2029.
Wow.
Seriously. It will fund them.
Wow. Because
the Loma Party say, oh, you remove our son. You remove our son, yeah. Now, and they are making it difficult for Honorable Samuka. They make it difficult. Because they see that everybody want to go for you. I mean, they make it difficult for Honorable. I mean, the president want to contest.
But what becomes of Moses Colley? Moses Colley has no interest anymore.
Well, the last time I saw Moses Colley was talking about the upper Lofa and lower Lofa. But then there will be an alternative choice. If Moses Colley don't contest, Councillor Jala, the legislative, because the people of Kulaon will rather Councillor Jala to any other person. Then the Loma people would prefer to support Councillor Jala because he's not for Foya too. Because everything is doing Foya right now. Definitely speak up for
Foya politics already play.
Oh yeah, no, we put my man. My man, we just want attention. Share the good. There's somebody tell me say the judicial complex. The complex you go to build for lawyers that will be CBD in their family. Is that a public asset? That's not public. We not have access to it. It's for the judges and their family. We talk about something that like roads, like public libraries, like market where people will have access. Like you do it for what fee. Now Lofa County, Lofa County just started paying it's not a government project, it's a collective project in Vonjama that we're doing. But you got everything for you, digital village. $10 million regional university. I'm governor of Internet, Internet Affairs. I'm just a team of ministry from Foya. Everybody from Foya. And could tell me. You think we do not qualify people? Of course we are.
Okay. No, the Loma people,
yeah, we are
great people. I trust you guys.
Yeah.
Anyway, Koluba, Thank you so much for
Yeah.
throwing this light. We really appreciate you. I'm about to get to the lines now, interact with our callers, with only you now after you've said it. We just have, because you really said a lot. Thank you so much, Robert. So before you leave, now that the chairman of the party in George Fala has left, who's next in line? Who's going to be there? Who's going to be the face now?
Oh, but Ebi, you read behind town.
Oh,
I was appointed last night as the chairman for the party. I'm the chairman right now. I'm in charge.
wow. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm in charge, Mama. You see the circulars on all the place.
No, congratulations as the acting chair of the
Yes.
county. Thank you.
I'm the chairman of the country right now, yeah.
Wow. Koloba Akwe, acting chairman of the CDC in Lofa County.
Yes, sure.
Are you going to restructure, reorganize, or whatever? Because some may have left. You said it from the PDP, though.
Yeah. That's why today I also stepped down from ministry journalism after 20 years. I also stepped down today. I'm leaving the ministry journalism now, trying to focus on party activity right now.
Okay.
We're going to do some research for me too as well. Yeah.
All right. Congratulations. Wow.
Yeah,
You're too wild, eh? Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Acting Chairman, thank you so much. I think we'll have more of these kind of conversations from your authoritative position you occupy now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm happy for you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, my brother. You deserve it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, brother.
All right. Enjoy your time. He's called by Akwe, the acting chairman of the CDC. In the end, we got to know him for that. And of course, he's just elaborated. And of course, what many will say, what he boho in a whole Nimo, Lufa County is gone argument. Yeah. Call by Akwe, congratulations. Let's get to the lines and interact with you. We have 19 minutes to be out of here. So let's just spend the rest of it. Hello, how you doing? Yeah.
Thank you very much. If you have Spencer Mohammed and I come from down Coast Spoon Hill, Waytown community in the middle of state Liberia for justice. If you firstly let me congratulate Koluba Akwe. Koluba Akwe, congratulations on your new preferment. I'll follow you consistently. Has his own way of repeating himself. You know the party? With the issue of Ebola in 2014, when he started, we had the other warning stand that the individual who brought the Ebola to Liberia crossed to Lofa County, came to Monrovia, fast Firestone. They argued from the beginning when he got to certain stages where people were dying in numbers before they came out and started killing our people. That led to the death of almost 4,000. And this is the same United Party who have come up with 1.2 billion budget, and they are looking for money everywhere. In my mind, these guys are desperate and they can do anything for money. So we Liberians need to be careful and protect ourselves.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Every Liberian must be on their line.
All right. Thank you, my boss. Let's listen to the next call. Hello.
Thank you. Sorry about that. That's Edmond Carr, Concerned Liberian for Justice.
Let's hear from you, Edmond.
You know, Aleha Akwe, let me say congratulations to Akwe, and I follow from our chairman when he was appointed to take over, and then immediately turn down his position in journalism to focus on party activities, and congratulations to him. And that is why we have always said that you don't sit in Monrovia and determine what happened in the rest of the country. And in fact, it's not too early for anybody to declare a country falling to a particular political party or to a movement. It's too early for that. If it doesn't happen, is it a surprise? No. It's not a surprise. Again, we know that Bwaka is going to get the vote if he stays in the election, but we are going to get a great portion of vote from Lofa County. So Thomas Fala leaving, and he just taking glory of himself. Where do you leave out of the guy, the sons or Lofa? You know, that person, we are getting a job and they decided to go back home to help their country. Why are you leaving the Jefferson country? Why are you leaving all of these guys that put their hands together to make things happen in that country? Or you make it to appear as if he alone, pro CDC, CPT, and carry the country took it from 7% to 37%, and you can assure that he will bring that number back down. Come on, fella. What you should be worried about is your re-election. You're pushing for Baka re-election and worrying about your own re-election for 2029. So he is in a serious difficult situation. and he will realize that very soon. Already there is a conflict between the Unity Party because of him. They are looking at him like Nimale said, or political or macro-profit eye. So he need to be careful. He need to focus on what to bring him by as representative. So today is Bola Tinubu. Let the government do the needful. We know what Ebola did in this country. There's no time to be arresting people and jail them because they are having information and they want to give it out to the public. What the government should do, step up the game and do the needful. And don't import Ebola here because you want NGO back. Thank you.
You're most welcome, my brother. And let me get on to the next caller right here on this very die. We are certainly getting there. The female line to entertain now so that we hear from our females as it relates to their participation in politics, women in politics line. I call this one a women in politics line. Hello, how you doing? Hello. Hello. Yeah, let's hear from you.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Calling for Johnson Day.
Let's hear from you, Ms. Bar.
Yeah, concern librarian for Johnson. Thank you very much, Ebi. Ebi, we are not worried about Thomas Fala. Thank to my brother. They are on the land. We are not worried. So let us now we get portion of the vote in the vacancy. What Thomas Fala said, 7% that in gave for. We don't want benefit Thomas Fala. We don't want the we in today. Thomas Fala was nothing. He was suffering. He was telling separate playing in relay. 4% we are second and 3 Subai and anyway you can pay or me 3 times and then so far carry. Not the moment I read to well as he said because every 10% we are putting 60% in our some of our care all the people around the party ticket in Lofa. But come to the now. Even if you put anybody here on now, we'll never put anything in for the person now. We come to the now and we'll make our decision. Some of us will lose a seat and Joseph Boka will not go rubber. And we have a defeat and do that and to the national panel will back down to shame. Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks, ma'am, for your contribution. I appreciate it, ma'am. All right. So let me get on to the next caller right here on this die. We have limited time, so we'll be cutting across so that we have it done together. Yeah, that's great. Let me see. What do we do here? Okay. So let me get here. All right. This one will do. Hello.
Good evening, Ebi.
Yeah, boss. Let's listen to you.
Yeah. I'm Peter Davika, so I call from another street like in Lower Johnson Road.
Let's hear from you.
I'm a member of the Concerned Librarian for Justice.
Okay.
You know, Ebi, I think Thomas Fala needs to elevate his thinking horizon. How will you tell us that?
You say why? You elevate what?
And the society, when you come and tell us that you were the cause of CDC and accumulating 30% of the vote in Lofa country, I think that's being very much erroneous. Need to leave from that particular elitist move and get in the rightful path. Because we have some daughters of Lofa country that ran a vigorous campaign against and the Unity Party in Lofa. And it is also the developmental policy that was instituted by His Excellency Dr. George Sanuya in Lofa that accumulated into that particular 30%, 37% of votes. That's some of us are focusing on Foya District. That's why you want in Foya District and CDC lost in Foya. So look at the analysis that he brought to the table. So these guys are only in Lofa for themselves and not even for the people of Lofa and even the entire country. And lastly, to the issue of Ebola, the government needs to work. The women have just articulated the repo information and they are being arrested. They did the same thing to Honorable Kolova. So President Bouaka, you and all your officials, you need to really work together and progressively to ensure that things are better for the Liberian people. Because the entire government, it's just almost like a virus. Then we tell them another virus coming into the country. It's not going to be easy in this particular country. So we need to commit ourselves to the prayer and to God. I think it is only God will save this particular country. Thank you very much.
Thanks, boss, for your contribution. Hello, how are you doing? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Can you please go ahead? Hello?
Yeah, I get you now.
Yeah,
I
please
come
go
from
on.
Ebi.
Yes, sir. Let's hear from you, Chief.
Yeah, there's a planning that the 1 billion we have sent follower of Abraham Costing.
Let's hear from you, Chief Kadi.
Yes, thank you, Bro Ebi. Bro Ebi, I want to tell Thomas Farah, you see the ungratefulness that we are talking about, that is Thomas Farah next to. Where was Thomas Farah? Before he telling us that he the one day PC win in the country. Who made Thomas Farah? According to one of the songwriters, say, don't bite the finger that finger you. Meaning, don't bite the finger that feed you. So the resources that Thomas Farah get today is 2 CDC that he getting. Can we can in the time Thomas Farah never be the government boom. The party that today he running beyond that party very soon. That party will show him out. He said the deputy speaker that he gets today, they will take it from him. Mark my word today, they will take that position from him. Secondly, the information that we are hearing with that woman about the Ebola thing, these people there, the government, they are liars. We are praying to God for that.
You say
for that,
okay.
yeah, for that.
Thank you, Kadi. Kadi said that the hunger already came people. I want that true. That's anything you don't just pray for. It will not even consent. I want that true, Kadi. You just talk about hunger already kill. That one part. Now the signal okay that the hunger okay. Hello, how you doing?
Bro, what's up?
Yeah, fine, Chief. Go on. Let's listen to LP.
My name is LP, calling from Chicken Soup Factory, Kosel Librarian for Justice.
Okay.
You know, Eddie, the life that you see, I always telling you, I know the Kisi people, especially for Tomo Faraday, the rest of the people that are incorporated with the San Jose and the rest of the people, look, Eddie, that one of the ungrateful people. Do you remember and we're suffering for quarrying in Chicken Soup Factory? President, we are seeing a letter Chicken Soup Factory today, the people neglected it because we are. So it is not strange to us, Eddie. Look at how Joseph Baker treating the people in Lofa. You going want to do it in your own time. You forgetting about the other people. Yeah, tell me, Eddie. I will tell you, say that Papa is very, very ungrateful, wicked. You're all looking at. Look at what the man spoke about just now. You see that half of leader to speak. Look, I can tell you, you tell me, say
they say it's true because you want a nephew there, uncle there to get you.
Maybe there's some of the charges not true. They have to put it there in me. See what I'm saying? Some of the charges not true. They have to put it there and see how they move out to power. As she Joseph Baker not doing that for me. I'm a car back to that type of baby because tradition. Maybe for what me say. As you look at Joseph Baker, I'm bad to you because tradition. What are you doing for me? You want to reach and say, babe, but hey, maybe there's too much of trying to make and hold on, he bringing the Ebola in the country here. I hold on,
let's watch and see. Let's leave that one there now. The mega being playing passing around. Hello, how are you doing? Yeah, let's hear from you, please.
This is Oscar. We were calling from Compassion in Nima.
Hey, my man, Nima can't take quiet though. What do you have in to your down there? What do you?
My man, Nima can't take quiet. We don't know what is a funny because we voted the president to be very the whole country. Lofa, you know.
Wow.
So, you know, Ebi, I'm very disappointed in Thomas Farah.
Okay.
You know, Mela Thomas Farah we needed for red light in 2003, 2004 when they were selling plane. And our president reacted and made them to be who they are. And he feels that he is a godfather of the country now. And he trying to dance with the devil that devil had been tormenting him before. But you know, we have one parable for them. You know how people say the rain that fall and makes you clean water street is the same rain that falling that made bitterly bitter. So 2029, it will not be strange to them. You know, when God gave them grace, no man can take it from him. The grace has been given to President Weah, no matter how people fight him. God will always stand by him, and you will make sure that you welcome everybody. And one thing I want to let them know, you know the bamboo one, he have a parable. When the bamboo one come and say, I will not go far for the river, and I will not go far for the land. I will take the bank of the river and stand by it. Anytime when things fall apart, I either fall in the river or I fall on the ground. So then they tell Ofina said that they have no way out there, so they trying to force their way to give popularity. For God there, God will protect and will work on it.
Mr. Sigwen, what's up?
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Hello, how you doing? Hello. Who's here? Okay, let me get to the female line. Something is blinking here. Let me move on. How are you doing?
Hello.
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 Yeah, please go ahead, man.
I'm patient calling from people.
Say?
Patient calling from people.
Yeah, but you sounded very low. I don't know why. Hello?
Yeah, patient calling from people.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's hear from you.
Your life, I don't know why. Understand you know the party start to pour. You black and cut. I don't know why. And in my mind, I think the calamity the prophet ever that it won't show face.
I'll be hosting a prophet very, very soon. Trying to.
Yo, if you can call that man again, then you can another prophet say again.
Yeah, we want to know.
Then he said something.
No, he has said something. He has said something that I will call him for. He said Joseph Boakai and his vice president will fight a very disgraceful fight. He said they will fight.
Yo,
two of them will fight. So that one.
Anytime when you hear the party spoke on the power of Ebola, you know for sure. One very big you hear the party that swear or what? Then you know the party Ebola. They must wear else. They must not hire Ebi.
Okay.
They shouldn't come here.
No, it will not go. I get put your balls out. I get put your balls out. It will not come. It will come.
Why you say that true? People they looking for money. They do anything. They put get.
All right, thank you so much. The woman put your balls out. I just go, yeah, make somebody just put balls out. And what are you doing?
I do my
Oh, see.
If I put as balls out for two, they won't lie. You can't hold. They want to hold what they country. They want 40 blood, but they want to work. Why still they want so much? You have to take you. You call Joker. What you call for the meeting for? She called meeting. Now let's get proposed. Something is happening. People came to the country and was paired to JFK. What is says back? He said Ebola is but to see yesterday hospital will call them and go say she stole something for somebody. She was a criminal. It was bad for them. They want to bring Ebola in your country. It will not wait. Go already expose them. God put it to shame. It will not come. Prayer not come because we not know what to go. We are also will struggle who get food, but let's live. Let's people not time. And you say, take it to my brother. Who just left the land with you? Look, Tifa go make peace. If you say the poor fall onto your feet for Boakai, is re-election. Go to the place that you kill people and for your baby people die. Let Boakai go and make peace. I'm saying, if I say that to you, Tifa, you are road now, you not road. You in an angle now. They pay for you, like your baby. People that you kill, like what the poor care for, because of you for the citizenry. They were saving your life. The poor die, you poor blood. Go and make peace. You are Boakai. The poor are crying. What a peace is made. And you can't even more there. Talking about the whole, look for the poor on my feet. Are you kidding me or are you real? No, my son Eddie, when we lost one of our say so, yeah. Rose Baker left us. Rose Baker. She left us.
Wow.
Yes. It happened last week.
No,
so we are sharing tears.
Okay.
So according to all the world will have meeting. Let's meet my place who will have meeting next week Thursday. Who can decide what to go there? According to all the proper women, she was part of us. They were so recipe and we are condolences to the family. Let's hit whole heart. For people, yes, we cry my brother, we cry my son. She was with us and she was there for the CDC. She said, hopefully, we know, she jumped your woman. But if you are a liar, you are a kid, The thing you did in the faculty, it will be repeated. The people will reject. And when you take food, you listen and say, oh, I listen, so I'm going to Nimbo, I'm going to put the exclusive follow me, you laugh. The people were yesterday, Eddie. The people were go to the play, go to yesterday. The people had money and let start going yesterday. So live. Waka fly, they see the method at you, but Eddie. Then when you walk in the road, the people will start you, uncle, I want bread. Uncle, I want cake. So you have to fly. Chapel, what have people suffering? When I get food to eat, I was not in school. They beat you, they beating you. I was even dying for hunger. When you say you fly gently to go to that in Nimo. The people when you pass the teacher, but yesterday was saying, oh, you see you where one.
That is all the time we've got tonight right here on this very day. Okay, so that is how we take leave of you here tonight. So until we are back here, God willing, on tomorrow, from another interesting topic to be designed, developed, and of course presented by you. We just come here to throw light on what you do. That's what we call it, face the issue. So I want to say thanks. Issues created by you and what we face. And of course, when we face them, we throw light on them. And that's our job. That's our duty to continue. I want to say thanks to all of you. Until we are back here, God willing, again, keep the hope, keep the faith. With God, remember, all things are possible, and we are certainly going to get there. Until we are back here tomorrow, you have a pleasant night. Bye-bye.